before I get started, I just really want to take a moment and thank Mr. Maurice himself, because what happened the very first day when we all sat in class, one of the things he said that really made a change in my life, and I know did the same for my fellow classmates, is he told us this class is about you. This is your time. And most of us that are service members or spouses has been oriented with our family for so long, we've always been in the attitude of serving others and never really taking so much time for ourselves. So it really gave me that opportunity to be selfish for just 3 weeks in my life and really look at every connecting point. And he stood there, and for those of you who are familiar with the movie The Matrix, he mentioned, and there was a scene, he says, we're going to give you the chance to get the blue pill or the yellow pill. And as we went into that whole philosophy of we chose the blue pill, of course, to learn more about ourselves, to understand our thought processes. And what this course really does for everyone is methodically take us from knowing who you are from birth, where you've come to this point, and wherever it is you want to go in life, how to do that in a systematic approach really to get you from point A to point B. But point B being, for those who are still active, getting out the door, going to get a job, interviewing in the process, understanding the concepts, really understanding where we want to go. But knowing one of the things that's really important to me today is really understanding how the brain functions. And we think, and I keep saying this concept, we think in pictures, and I learned that from this program, and we put the pictures there. So it gives us a chance to really create our dreams and aspirations and the things that we want to do. And for so long in my life, I've always said I'm not an artist, but I had some pretty good artwork that came out of this course. So, for that, I definitely thank you, sir, for giving us the vision. And if we look over and look at our classmates, for those of you who are familiar with us as family and friends, you can see a difference in their face of relief and know where they're really going. So for me, not so much for the class, I speak on behalf of myself, speaking for myself, that I know exactly where I'm going. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but because I put it out there to the universe and we all had that class, know that this is my end result, this is the point I'm going to, here's where I'm at. I put it out already, I'm going to get there. I have 18 different individuals to help me directly. I have a few other individuals from the next class in this community, the alumni, in which this course created, really can help us get where we need to go. So I definitely want to thank you so much, sir, and this program together. That's what's really instilled in us as a congruency and what it has done for me. So with that, we can move on and to the next person I really want to talk about myself is someone I had a chance get to meet prior to REBOOT, and that's Dr. Macies. And I love him, number one, because his background is Marine. So I'm biased to all the other branch of services, and most Marines are very, very proud. You can see it displayed under his coat today. But what I wanted to do, I went in on Google and I Googled him. I did some research and made some stuff out. Besides the point of being handsome and dedicated as he is as a Marine, I wanted to just throw out some of the points so you guys kind of know who's going to be speaking on behalf of us today. He's also one of the founders of the Operation Legacy, which is very closely getting partnered with the REBOOT facility here. So, like I said, he served as a United States Marine, and that is very near and dear to my heart because from age 17 to about 2.5 years ago, I served as a Marine myself. And definitely understand the time that he had and the discipline, the fortitude, and the things that he brings to the table. But with that, he has over 30 years in training and leadership. And leadership is the hallmark of the Marine Corps. Everything throughout life really rises and falls in leadership. And you can see the success here in this room, and it really stems from that. And he's also had over 30 years in that leadership and personal development arena. And for someone to really go through, it takes a certain heart, really, a certain leader, to lead someone, because the most dynamic machine in the world, I believe, is the human being, the human brain. And for someone to really take that and mold it and get it into the position for us to experience our ultimate potential is a very, very important thing to do. And he's mastered that. He's worked with some of the major Fortune 500 companies. And that, again, comes back from his background, the leadership, and his tenacity from being a Marine, I think is what's really, really making him stand out. And the one thing that's even more impressive is he received his doctorates in psychology. And these are just some of the small areas where the emphasis in that discipline is. In organized consulting and teamwork, and of course I know that probably came from the Marine Corps So in all branches, but management, leadership, personal duty, and is basically action-based performance as a leadership coach. And doing that for individuals and teams, you can't ask for a better person. So it's without not just my esteemed pleasure and honor, which is the privilege to really introduce someone who's been a mentor to me prior to this event and throughout the time just having her. So if you guys can help me, a warm welcome to Dr. Macies.